Brookdale Health. We are the experts in auto injury, and I'm sitting here with Dr. Frisch. He is an expert in chiropractic. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fabulous. Thanks for having me on today.
Hey, you know what? When it comes to doing these interviews, you're one of the ones that I love because you break it down. First, you give it in layman's terms, then you give it in my terms, which is dummy terms. So, I have to ask you a question. We've been talking about the three-pronged approach, okay? We're talking about the physical aspect. We're talking about the chiropractic aspect. We're talking about it all.
Yep.
What part do you love about the three-prong?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
It is.
All right. So, I mean, what I like about it is we're taking that, I like to use the term holistic approach. We're taking all the best modalities and the best treatment from different areas, massage, physical therapy, chiropractic, to try to get patients to heal faster and get them back enjoying their lives that they had prior to these injuries as fast as we can. That being said, we do utilize, referrals for injections and things like that if needed, but how many people want to jump to injections or surgery or medications right away? So we utilize more of that holistic, conservative approaches, the chiropractic, the physical therapy, the massage, and all the therapies that those three modalities can all offer too, to try to speed up that healing and restore that function back to those injured patients. So I mean, there isn't one area that I like more than the other. I like it all together as one.
I noticed you kind of ran from that question just a little bit, being the chiropractic part of it. Again, which part?
Well, being a chiropractor, I do enjoy the chiropractic side of things. Don't get me wrong. But before I was a chiropractor, I was an exercise physiologist. So I do like the physical therapy aspect to it too. And I also have a passion on nutrition. And nutrition's a big factor when it comes to the body's ability to heal.
Yes.
We are what we eat. I mean, your body produces new cells dependent on what type of energy and structures that you digest and get processed in the body. It's not like your body just all of a sudden grows muscle if you eat nothing but McDonald's cheeseburgers. It's going to have McDonald's cheeseburger muscles, So all of it combined helps that body heal efficiently. And chiropractors do take that holistic approach. We try to look at a body from the whole and say, hey, how can we make this body function better? So a lot of chiropractors are trained in exercise, nutrition, and then the adjustments that we provide help restore the health of the spine so the brain can tell the tissues what to do.
Well, I do want to say that I am one of your patients, and you have given me some suggestions of things to do. And you yourself was like, I can tell you've been taking and doing the things that I've asked you to do.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can always tell when patients are starting to respond and starting to heal. They're taking advice, doing exercises, being more active, taking some nutritional advice too. A lot of the times, nutrition is kind of the missing key with some patients. They're struggling, they're having headaches, they're having fatigue, and they're like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing wrong. I feel like I'm exercising, I'm doing this, but sometimes they might be deficient in certain things. That's important to address because that'll help jumpstart them towards that life that they want.
And that's a great segue into the deficiency part. I came in here, when I first came in, we had a conversation about everything. Mm-hmm. And you found out what I needed and gave the suggestions of things for me to do, and it has worked.
Well, I'm glad for you. And that's what I like to see when patients come back and say, hey, what you said is working, I'm feeling better, I'm enjoying life. That's the biggest reward as a healthcare provider, is improving the health of the patient in general.
All right, so when you get a new patient, such a person as myself, that's a little hard-headed, that's not really like, okay, I'm not sure about this. What is it that you do to get your point across, and then the techniques for people to do?
Well, I meet them where they're at. I'm not going to throw a bunch of stuff on somebody that's just not ready for it and not anticipating it. I'm going to meet them where they're at. What is their goal? What is their motivation? Let's find that out, and then let's build a plan to help build on that. And if we're starting to notice some improvement, great. If we're not noticing improvement, then I'll come back and say, hey, remember I talked a little bit about nutrition on the first day? Maybe we need to start exploring that. I meet them where they're at, and then we build as we go. If I get a new patient and I just throw the textbook at them on nutrition, exercise, and everything else and want them to be a pro athlete, they're going to look at me like, this guy's nuts. So it's always meeting the patient where they're at.
Yeah, you met my hard head butt where I'm at. Every time you see me, like, how you doing? How you doing, Big Show? I'm all right. Yeah, you tried that yet? And I look at you and I'm like, let's just do the chiropractic part.
Exactly. So that's why it's more just constantly reminding patients when they come in, hey, I'm here for you. I'm here to help you feel better, and let's take this journey together and ultimately come out on that end of it feeling much better and enjoying life better.
All right, and with the wonderful weather that we're having right now, what would you say to anyone that's listening?
I would say with this weather, the weather's the weather, okay? Take every day like it's your last. Enjoy that day. If you're having injuries, get them addressed. I always say you might as well rehab them and get them healed up properly the first time. That way you don't deal with chronic issues going forward. I spoke with a patient today. If you're going to not attack the rehab properly, do you want to be able to have fun and play with grandkids when you get older? We got to attack these issues right now. So today is always the best day to start getting your health in check.
All right, that's Dr. Frisch. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
All right, we're going to get right back to you, Walter Q. Banks Jr. We are here at 5740 Brooklyn Boulevard in Brooklyn Center on the corner of Bass Lake Road and Brooklyn Boulevard.